yes, sir, people, bring it in, bring it in. I know you missed me, and I am coming, bringing gifts of due diligence, the episode, the lore, the discovery, the information you needed. I got it here, people. And again, I know you might be, again, an amateur at this, and you're looking at 270. If this episode don't make you go slap your next door neighbor and come back in, I don't know what may make you do so. But guys, listen, y'all got about 15 minutes. I'm lying, about 20 minutes to update you on your itches. Yes. All right. To my naysayers, listen, probably smiling a little bit, probably getting a little chippy, but you have no idea what this means, do you? Oh. Yeah, that's what it meant for you. Listen, y'all, bring it in. I'm about to turn you up one more time. Y'all know who it is. It's your favorite host, the chocolated Confucius. Mr. 99,010 thoughts. We up to the original B12er, most notably the racks in the middle. It's the racks in the middle for me. Listen, y'all. The undisputed champion of due diligence is amongst you. And for my naysayers, you should know me very well. But if you don't, you can just call me the ultimate. Oh. That's right. It's Money Montgomery, y'all. Bring it in. Sit down. You need to hear this information. Every single minute of this, you need to absorb this information, or you're going to be sitting out here clueless. And again, I just don't know who's bringing it better. But, let's get straight down to the information, guys. Again, Bitcoin at 109. Ethereum down at 4,000, Solana at 204, XRP at 277. Now, you might be panicking. If you are, we have no idea because there's no bad news. But again, I told you guys, if you look at the price, you're going to lose like retail always does. But if you look at the company and what's going on, this right here should smell of nothing but dip. And if you didn't put it on your chip, what do you even do? Just click off the video. You're wasting both of our time if you're not understanding what this is supposed to mean. But let's get straight down to the information. Again, Bitcoin at 109. Everybody, if you don't know, let me bring the dots together for you. So Bitcoin, let's see where they had this note up here for me. Hold on. Gone. The note's gone. But nonetheless, again, as everybody knows, the markets, I told y'all, and this is why I was like, guys, we ran institutions. They're going to load this thing up and they're going to have control over it. But that's why I say the days of these pops with XRP goes to 10,000, that's not going to be 5, 6, 7 years down the line. Another coin that's doing that move again because the market's going to be controlled. What do I mean by that? Remember, guys, with ETF integration, yes, we getting all the money flow of the stock market, but also for those that invest in the stock market, you know, the stock market is very manipulated and can be sold, bought, and with the contracts and options, the ETFs you had, again, in the stock market, saw the same thing, a fake out, where J. Powell came out at a meeting, a FOMC meeting, and he wasn't, dovish. He wasn't, he was in the middle. There was no, we're bad, we're in a good place. He was kind of in a place where I say, hey, we're going to have to do some more stuff. We don't really know. And the market responded bad to that, which again, why retail always loses, because again, it's not bad news. How is it not good news? But again, you had all this sell-off and blah, 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 but I told you that's just a punt fake because we're going into the money queue. Q4! So again, what you're seeing right now is a sell-off. There's a bunch of sell-off of options and contracts and Bitcoin ETF stocks, not the true Bitcoin, because again, now they actually holding that. They just have to make it seem manipulated and move. But again, you would always notice that their buying will still be at the same price. Now, wait. So there's all this sell-off. Why is it still the same amount of circulating supply and availability? If it's supposed to be that much Bitcoin move, you're talking about contracts and options. But that's why the market's getting pulled down, because now guess what? Crypto market and the stock market are sync. We seen that NASDAQ post up there. There's one. Here's this stock market 2.0 is now alive. They moved together now. It's tied in. At one point they were inverse, but they moved together now. They can sell off options over there and cause price action over here. But that's what that is. It has nothing to do with anything. But let's get down to the nets, shall we? Can we get down to the nets? All right. Off the top, before I just start putting this straight DD, no Diddy, straight on your upper lip, no Diddy again. I had to get it out. I had to finish it. Let's come with it. All right, Brad Garlinghouse. One thing you know about XRP community, anywhere in the world, they show up in force. Huge congrats to the XRP swell team on the first event, and we will have we at Ripple are absolutely looking forward to the next. Of course, 3,000 plus participants from 40 plus countries came together with passion and energy again. XRP swell just ended. I mind y'all, I told y'all it's all over the place. This is on the Asian markets now. That's what I told y'all, Japan and all that. What I said early 2026. I just want, before we get down to this information, I've been telling y'all what's finna happen, right? What did what? 2025 you get rich, 2026 you get wealthy. I've been on point. I've been calling $10, $20 concern. I've been on that. Well, let's just watch it all tie in, but let's get through this video. I know I'm a little amped up, guys. My parlay just hit Florida State with Virginia. I needed Pittman to catch one pass. He did at the 4th down last play, so I know my money's coming in. I'm hitting everything right now. Yeah, my money, hey. My money. Our money. My 12. These 12 still got now. Hold on. This is massive, guys. The top banks and institutions are huddled up at an XRP event. And you mean to tell me you stupid enough to sit up here and think that $2 that you see is drop? I don't care if it dropped to $2.15. That you should be worried and not buying the Disley? Okay, hold on. I can't. I really can't. We're ending now. Matt, go there. Who is that? Matt, later. I told y'all XRP will become a household name, didn't I? But that's enough of that. Let's keep getting down to the net. So XRP swell ends. Y'all know how I do it over here at Money Montgomery Station, at Money Montgomery Lofts, right? We like to give you a full course meal, and we're going to just keep bringing the courses back to back, the next compliments and next as I build this story out for you. Now, just in, Caroline D. Pham, who is that, B? Well, this is the acting chairman of the CFTC, followed by Stuart Ardrathi, Joe Katzwartz the Brain, and Brad Garlinghouse. So you already know it's something in there. But let's see here. This is her post. Crypto Sprint. Crypto Sprint launches a tokenized collateral and stablecoins initiative with industry partners. It's the killer app to modernize markets and make dollars work smarter and go further, unleashing the U.S. economic growth by lower costs. Who does she tag? At Circle, at Coinbase, at Crypto.com, at Tether, and at Ripple, because Brad Garlinghouse, as you know, that man in there. Everywhere you need to be, that man is right in the photo. President, oh, hey, there's that man in the background. Right there. And you sit up here in my face and act like you don't understand what I'm saying, guys. 10,000, 20,000, 30,000. You think that you're at the top, upper echelon, and this with backed coins by U.S. Treasury. This man is in with the government in every photo, and you guys aren't understanding that this is. You mean to tell me you got scared during this dip and didn't just go to the Porsche website and make another craft or what you finna? Come on, man, you're playing with me. Or you're truly playing with me. And again, for those that don't know what the CFTC is, again, another government agency. This is the CFTC. The CFTC is an independent, federally regulated agency tasked with overseeing U.S. derivatives market. Guys, this is official. So now your CEO's there. They're saying, hey, we're moving heavily into tokenized collateral and stable coins. Oh, wait a minute. Who's the one state? Come on, guys. I told you there's only one. We follow that with further reposted by this lady. Y'all, on the 29th of this month, in 3 days, update the S.E.C, and the CFTC will hold a September 29th roundtable discussion, coordination, investor protection, and cost reduction. There's a roundtable between the S.E.C and the CFTC on the 29th, and guess who's going to be there? That's right, your president, Monica Long, at the event. What, everywhere? But you're not hearing me, right? Well, maybe you hear this. Breaking, Swift announced that they're launching a new initiative to transform payments. Whoa, what? They will ensure that cross-border retail payments are fast and predictable as domestic ones. Sounds like XRP to me, because, there's only one that does the cross-border thing, and then the 7-second thing. But y'all aren't hearing me. Again, I told y'all, the Swift was going to get replaced. They was going to get on board, though. Guys, this is a world coin. Work with some of the, and this is their post, big news. We're launching a major new initiative to transform power. We work with some of the world's biggest banks. Our new scheme will ensure that cross-border retail payments are fast and predictable domestic ones. From the Swift, tied in watcher guru Justin Swift nearing an agreement with Ripple to use XRP for cross-border payments with billions of XRP secured in escrow as liquidity reserves. See, because I told y'all guys, that's why I said, let me get one more day one say, hey, hopefully y'all were fretting. I wanted to see if anybody was fretting. Did anybody get shaken out of their coins? Hello? Put your hand in there. Put a hand emoji in there if you got shaken out of some of your coins. You're dumb. You're really dumb. You're not paying attention to any of the videos here. But guys, they don't get any more deeper than this. There's a roundtable event occurring on the 29th. We're present. They're pushing in this tokenized collateral and stablecoins. We're present. Swift is moving in. We're present. Okay, all right. And what else? Just in, U.S. lawmakers asked S.E.C. Now, mind you, they're having the roundtable on the 29th. The U.S. lawmakers asked the S.E.C. to implement Trump's executive order opening the $12.5 trillion 401k retirement market to the crypto. Guys, I told you, I said, and this is why, again, me and my youngin' will be in Bumclot, Jamaica next month, because we already got the trip planned. Like, this is a thing that's occurring. And that money gonna be running up. Hey, it's Q4, NFL watching, everybody's distracted, everything. And they really are pushing it down, the pedal to the metal right now, pushing real laws, real regulation. And then you got the biggest names clipping in. Like who? Just in, $12.5 trillion BlackRock files for Bitcoin premium income ETF. So BlackRock has officially arrived. V12 it. V12 it, Brandon. I told y'all Bitcoin is XRP. XRP is Bitcoin. Oh, just in, BlackRock and Van Eck go on chain with who? Ripple XRP. Yeah. Ripple RLUSD is now integrated into BlackRock and Van Eck's tokenized MMFs. Investors can swap shares for stablecoins instantly via securitized smart contracts. Sit back. V12 it one more time. See, I told y'all sitting up here, they're going to do this little price flux, guys. It's a stall. They're about to flip her. They're about to flip her. We are past the level of no return. This is not a year and a half ago, 2 years ago, guys. This is what I was talking about right here happening. And if you're dumb and getting flooded out right now, yo riches, hey, listen, it's all right. I got so much undisputed V12 back just coat your face with. It's going to be crazy. Because you're insane now if you heard this information from me. And are you serious? What are we arguing here? Let's go a little further, guys. They're telling you clear to your face. Sit down. Eric Trump just said Bitcoin is about to go parabolic in 3 months. It's coming. I just want y'all to let's see how much they're putting in your face, right? But they're not talking. They know that retail, you normally ain't paying no attention to this financial space. They're not watching this stuff. What's he say? Fair use, fair use.
And the future is incredible. The future is bright. The future is incredible. And I think fourth quarter of this year is going to be unbelievable for a host of reasons. So super excited.
How do you think Bitcoin's going to go?
And now she focused into Bitcoin, but he said Q4 is going to be like, what the man said again? Hold on.
Unbelievable for a host of reasons.
Unbelievable. I know it's going to be unbelievable. Listen, I just can't wait to sniff the armrest of that Lamborghini. And then right on the armrest, one of the finest kings I found in America. I'll sniff that too. Listen, I'm getting crazy. I'm getting
How do you think Bitcoin's going to go?
I've always said that I think in time Bitcoin surpasses $1 million. I think with quantitative easing that we're going to have starting tomorrow when the announcement's made, and all signs point in the right direction, unless this guy's really off his rocker, but then he's going to just get laughed out of this country. But I think starting tomorrow you're going to see right drops. You see what's happening with M2, which is the money supply around the world, which is skyrocketing right now. Fourth quarter has always historically been the best quarter.
Q4.
Generally the best quarter for cryptocurrencies.
Hey. It's the fourth quarter, people. But what else did he say again? Or it's the same thing. Eric Trump says Q4 will be unbelievable crypto. He knows something. What else? Raoul Pal says the 4-year Bitcoin cycle is now a 5-year cycle. His call, BTC peaks Q2 of 2026. Now, y'all, I've been telling you well before anyone did. All right, put a bull in the chat if you're still in here. Well before anyone did. $10 to $20 conservative. And I told y'all the end of 2025 is when it's going to shake. Now, you know that Japan is going fully live XRP. What they said, Q1 of 2026. Football, you got all this rolling. Super Bowl going to be all rolling. Well, let's get down to the math so y'all can understand. It's not talk over here with me. It only makes sense. So let's get down to Raoul Pal, guys. He's been a renowned crypto investor, been calling crypto, but a very immaculate charter to understand the finance. Let's let him break down and give you exactly down to the numbers. Why, guys, this ain't no argument. This is hey, have you planned your trip yet? Because I've got mine rolling. Fair use. Raoul, I said fair use. That didn't work.
Coin sort of not wildly off to the races yet.
Back when everybody was Bitcoin 100,000, this peak. Now, guys, we haven't even got in there yet. You haven't even got institutional money flow in. Watch this.
And it's this chart. Bitcoin is basically, this is a detrended Bitcoin. And it's basically the ISM, which is the business cycle. Remember, we've always said it's the business cycle stupid. It is always the business cycle stupid. And all of these people who claim it's the 4-year cycle based around this and that, they don't understand the fundamental of what the business cycle is, why there's a 4-year cycle in everything. And we've explained it. And we'll go through it in great detail tomorrow in our Everything Code presentation. But basically, it's following the ISM. And rates have been following the same pattern. You see, rates should have come lower. They need to come lower because we need to roll the debt. We've talked about this. That's part of the Everything Code, fundamental part. And ISM, because rates are so high, has meant that Main Street has been screwed while Wall Street's made money from debasement. Earnings versus scarce assets. This is the issue that they need to solve, and they need to get rates lower. They get rates lower. Why? Why do we have an elongated business cycle that looks like virtually no other other time? It's because, and I only just found this out redoing the work on the Everything Code recently, is that in 2021-22, they actually extended the maturity of the debt from 4 years to 5 years. So that extension
one more time.
Maturity.
So now again, the reason it's going from a 4-year cycle to 5-year cycle is because they extended the debt in 2022. So now again, when I told y'all guys, they're stalling. There's a set time for all of this. There's a time frame. They roll this thing the same way, but people are trying to look off of something that's a year off and what the real true movement is. 2026 is your rally. And that's why the 2025 is the kickoff where I said conservatively, right? You get rich in 2025, and especially if you've been investing your money like you're supposed to in this coins, like I've been calling out, since 34 cents, you're already up. You're living. Life is way less stressful. I'll tell you that. My skin is glowing. But wealth is 2026. You haven't seen anything. We're sitting 60 cents or $1 below the blue skies number. And of course, it's just off the recent dip. But normally 60 cents, 40 cents, 50 cents off of the sky from this. And there's a reason that unlike the other coins that have been able to create new highs, this one is going to snatch, right? Come with it.
Debt from 4 years to 5 years. So that extension of the maturity of debt has pushed out the business cycle a year. The 4-year cycle this time around is a 5-year cycle. We don't know what the next one will be until we see where they all end up getting refinanced.
Yep.
Whether it comes back to 4 because they managed to get some stuff at the long end, or whether they shorten it because everything's in the short end. We don't know yet. But this one is a 5-year cycle. And this is what it looks like. A 5.4-year sine curve, 5.4 years.
So you see where we're at? Guys, it's got to reach up here. You hear me? V12, let the chart, don't argue with me. Argue with the expert. How about that? Because I don't know nothing. I just got the family on here. That's all I did. That's all I did. But I'm going to tell you like this. I ain't missed since 1995. And that's just because that doctor snatched me up out of the C-section. I wasn't going for it.
The exact
Let's go.
average weighted maturity of the debt. And it tells us the ISM should peak by 2026. We think liquidity probably peaks before that, as the rate of change of ISM changes.
Peaks, we think liquidity. Guys, that's what XRP is. That's what our market does. That's what we handle. We'll peak before that.
And the rate of change of liquidity changes. Our best guess remains well into 2026, probably Q2.
Guys, hey, like I told you, $50 XRP, I'm not worried about nothing. I'm not worried about nothing. And again, they're all telling you it's about to get unbelievable, right? And I've been screaming to you guys, you're in that window, just hold on to your bags. Don't get shaken out. Don't get stirred. Hey, I'm fighting the same battle with not spending up all your riches. Hold tight. You're right there for the next leg up. And it's like a recharge again, people. Hold on. And I had to bring up this clip again when I was telling y'all before that BlackRock was going to pull this off. I had to bring it back. Oh, let me see here. What was it? Right here. When I told y'all before when they were on this, was when he said this right here. I don't know if y'all remember. This was months ago. They had this interview, and he said something specific. He said, I can't talk about that. And when I said that, I said, guys, he can only not talk about that because they're in a deal in the works. That's the only reason that these companies can't talk about that, because it's company business now. This right here was what told me I was on point. This is how I put it together. Y'all see how I put it together? You're not going to get it like this anywhere else. If you're new here, like, comment, and subscribe. I don't ask nothing. You gotta like, comment, subscribe. It ain't delivering it better than this. You wait for this juice.
Let me ask you this. Will you do another ETF? How about an XRP ETF? I know you got Ether out there. How about XRP? Can you answer that?
I can't. And you don't want me to.
I do.
Well, I can't.
All right. They're giving me the rap. Thank you.
And you don't want me to. And at first you would think, oh, yeah, because because then institutions and big money will not have been able to do this was months ago, wouldn't have been able to do what they've done now, which was stall it and be able to actually load the boat. But again, you're talking about business. There's a reason you can't speak on that. Because if you couldn't speak on that, how could you be speaking on it now? Wait, where's it at? How could you be speaking on it now? Oh, that's right, because it's gone through this deal that they were. Okay, guys, I told y'all BlackRock. Guys, Grayscale, y'all thought you thought BlackRock, the biggest one, wasn't going to follow up after the second largest? Come on now. Y'all are missing me. And just to end it all off, and again, this ain't really got anything to do with due diligence, but it just has to do with how you move when you're up. Brad Garner, guys, I feel so lucky for so many reasons. And marrying Tara this past weekend takes the cake. The next chapter of life is so much sweeter with you. See, this is something, I'll tell you this. I definitely wouldn't be getting married if I was in fear that my company was going down. But it would definitely trigger something to be, these are some planning people. It's funny how you're knocking out all these celebrations and getting married and all this. It's almost like you're getting ready for a different style of life, even though you're already living one. What's going on here? Maybe y'all can connect on that. If y'all see, would you be getting married if things were going bad, or would you be getting married if things are going good, especially when you're ahead of a crypto company? You guys tell me. But like I said, y'all, let me get this edited up. The message is this. I have not brought y'all here, and I would not bring y'all in. Y'all saw how, we had to get out. I brought y'all out of AMC. That was a hard move, but y'all know, we slowed down follow growth and all that. But above all, it was about, if y'all are going to trust me with follow my information and listen to my information, I'm going to make sure that I'm keeping it 100 and $150 with you. So I'm not going to just talk you up a tree. If something's going bad, I tell you, hey, listen, this is it. Boom, expect this. Guys, It's blue skies. The lawsuit gone. They're pushing all the implementation. He walk around with the president and all the government agencies. BlackRock is running on our system. JP Morgan's accepting these for credits. It's time. It's happening. Do not get it twisted. If you're looking at 277, watch, stay close. You're going to be watching a whole nother number here soon. I promise you that. And you're going to be really, in a year's time, be like, I cannot believe I was sitting up here like a fool when it was at $3 trying to convince myself that this was a risk. Hey, but listen, y'all do y'all. Not financial advice. Watch my shoe, but I'm going to tell you this V12 going hit. Y'all hold it down. You know what time it is. Oh, yes, sir.